Yay. You ready? New year. We're going to move better this year, you guys. And that's one of the things I wanted to tell you to think about. You know, I don't know about you. So as I'm warming us up here, look what I'm doing. I got my chair here. See that? You could have two chairs if you wanted to. Move back and forth. But when you're starting to warm up, I'm telling you, for movement and mobility, one of the best things you can do is I still have like, I think 6, and I have them here at the house, these pads, okay? Everybody sees them. You can buy some of these things, nice ones, put it down on the floor and just step up and swing your leg. See, step up, just swing your leg to the front with your knee bent. Now, I'm always thinking, because I'm not right there with you, safety first. Have your chair right here so that you can reach out and put your hand on there. But you're going to rotate. You're going to do alternating. See how I'm stepping? And I'm swinging my knee just up a bit. When you swing your knee up a bit, I'm telling you, when you're stepping on one of these pads, you're gonna start losing balance, okay, on that pad. You're supposed to. That's exactly what I want. Because in part of warming up is warming your brain up. Part of warming up is breathing through your nose, okay? I'm not going fast. I'm stepping. I'm keeping my knee soft, and then I'm going to bring my knee up here. And if I need to, I will steady myself on the chair for a couple of times. It's always there. And as you're stepping up and you're losing your balance, and you're doing all these little motions to stay in balance, that is the warm up, especially for a mobility work. Here's the deal. If you step up and you lock your leg, which is what most of us start to do, especially if you have compromise in joints. I have a knee replaced and a hip replaced. Many of you out there have knees, hips, whatever. Always, always. You may think this is such a simple move. This is the kind of move that will throw somebody into a floor if you're not preparing. And if you have any kind of aspirations toward a better new year for you, it is to start thinking as you move around and ambulate through your day, as I'm doing right here. How can I align myself so that I have a better posture? And what do I need to have in place so that I prevent a fall? Okay. That doesn't mean, you're just, you're just preparing for me to get old. No, I'm preparing for you to have a better new year. Do you see what I'm doing? And as I swing my leg up, see that? I have to be ready, because this right here is going to throw you. And instead of wrenching your back to try to get back on balance, just put your hand on a chair, a wall. Maybe you're doing this at a counter. Put it on a bed. I like walls and a sturdy chair, some of the best. Okay. So now I'm going to try to have my hand close if I need it. But I'm going to hover, see this, over the chair. I'm not grabbing it right off. And so that is part of the training and a warm up for mobility that we're doing today that you need to get. As you're looking around and you're preparing your way so that you don't fall in any particular situation. And of course, yes, things are going to happen that you have no control of. But this one, as I swing, see, I start heightening my warm-up workout right now because I'm starting to really swing that leg. Now we're going to stay on and we're going to hold it right here. You're going to swing your knee up. You're going to try not to hang on, but your foot, your hand is over the chair. Just use it as you need to, because this is going to throw you all over the place. This is how you use this some of the best way. Switch. Here I go. Now this is my challenge side, okay? Even though this side is my knee replaced side, boy, when you have a hip that's replaced, as Chrissy will tell you, things are different. And you have to prepare for them. And I know that my propensity because of this is to not keep my knees soft like I need to so that my muscles are engaged. And my propensity is to over lean as I'm doing a task like this. And I'm asking this side to be my stability leg. And this one, I'll drift much quicker. So I just have this here to grab, to put my hand on. All you have to do is almost put like lightly, just put, it's amazing how it will help you use the muscles in this leg properly. And that's why I encourage you to have something, a pole, a chair, a wall, to help you stay engaged with the right muscles. I'm going to do it one more time on the other side now. So the first thing is, as you stepped up there, soften your knee. Don't lock it. Then as you come into the move and you bring your knee forward and then you bring your knee back, just have your hand here ready, because see, I want the very first thing. What was the very first thing I encouraged you to think about? Postural lineup. Yes. So my tummy's in, okay, not so you can't breathe, but just braced. My shoulders are down. I'm breathing through my nose as much as I can. As I'm talking, keep your knee bent, okay? I thought so much of everybody out there during this whole holiday season. And I tell you, I hope that you had some good times with your family and friends and everybody stayed well. But oh well, breathe in through your nose. See, my knee is soft. I've got my hand here gently. I'm pretty much lined up and I'm swinging that leg front to back. See that? That's going to throw you. And if you really want to work at this, don't have your hand on anything and really try to do it. You're going to feel these heating up. That's the point. Step outside of your little pad. See, I'm straddling it. See that? See that? So I'm going to sink. Okay. So as I do this, I'm going to turn so you can see what I'm doing. Okay. Drop your shoulders. Rib cage up. Yes. Keep my chin tucked. The minute I start to go to the side, I want to see you pushing your butt back as your rib cage stays up. Rib cage is up. Shoulders are down. But as I'm going to the side, this leg stays straight over here. I'll turn here. I'm straddling it wide. Hip hinge. This leg is straight. And I'm sinking into this leg as I come back up. Take a big deep breath. So between these two moves that I just now did for Nancy, because I know she's got to leave, take a big breath through your nose. Sink to the other side. Push your hip back, tight tummy, until you feel a little stretch right here, right there. So everybody will say, well, how far do I go? And I will say, well, how far can you go? Okay. With with good line up. Okay, shoulders down, chin down. Because the first thing somebody wants to do is this. And I don't want you to do that right now. We'll do it later, not right now. Keep the chin tucked, sink. Don't just come down and hit it and go. Keep that chin tucked. Push your butt back more until you feel the muscles here. And then you feel this, really pushing. Now push it just about 1 more inch. Got it? Then you come up to neutral stance. It's a neutral straddle stance, okay? And I'm pretty wide here, stepping pretty wide. So back over the alignment. You know, I don't care where you're at, the first thing that you can do to help yourself have a better trip, a better day, a better next 10 minutes is take a couple of deep breaths through your nose, yeah, and align yourself. Rib cage up, shoulders down, and just brace right here, because we're going to do that in our whole session today, all right? So here we go. So right now, you should be really feeling this groin, all right? Now I'm going to take my hands and go to the other side. I'm going to just push. As I push my butt back, then I'm going to come center again. Here I go. I'm going to sink into this leg. Notice my toes are forward, right? Breathe in through the nose real big. Out through the nose if possible. Push your hip back. Come down as far as you can. Keep your chin tucked. Take those hands and go the other way. Okay? Stay into that move. Really push down into it. Push down into it. Push down into it. One more second. And then come back up. When you come back up from that move, see where I'm down here, when I come back up, you're straightening that leg. When you come into this move, tighten your butt. Yes. Now I'm going to go and I'm going to do maybe a moderate hip hinge, not a deep squat, if that makes sense. I'm going to take my hands. I'm going to come out to the side, get those shoulder blades going. I'm pressing into my heels. I'm dropping my chin. As I come back, here's a kind of an important thing. Don't go into this fast. Go into the heels. As you come up, your elbows are pushing back. See, I don't go straight, locked out arm. This is about your shoulder blades, and it's about your shoulder being able to work properly in this move, okay? Now I'm having you down here, don't take your head and your chest lower than your hip. Get your hip on down now. See, I'm increasing the bend. Chin is tucked. Elbows are going back. Come in. Hug yourself. Here we go. Elbows back. Stay in the heels. Pull back. Stay in the heels. Pull back. Keep your chin tucked. Do not take your head down lower than your hips. Breath. Increase the bend right here. Elbows back. Take a big breath. Elbows back. One more. Big breath in through the nose. Hold it there, hold it there, hold it there. Pull your shoulder blades together. Push into your heels. Press into your heels and come up. So you should have felt that right here. Yes, that's what we want. Now we're going to pivot. We're staying wide. We're going to pivot on that back, on going from one leg, one foot to the other leg. So I'm doing the same motion as I just started. Okay. Turn, pivot into that foot. So for mobility work on Wednesdays, I always do it barefooted, unless I'm on location and it wouldn't be wise to go barefooted. I have some of those areas, you know. Okay, so see my elbows? See my elbows? Yeah, my hands are not here. My hands are not here. My hands are right in line with my elbow and my shoulder. See that? That's kind of important. Drop your shoulders, pivot, pull all the way around, then reach. Take a big deep breath, come back into center, drop your shoulders, because they're gonna creep up on you, could keep dropping them down. See, bent, hip hinge pushing back, chin is tucked, breathing in through the nose. Here we go, turn, pivot that toe. So these moves, as I was starting to say, these types of moves with bare feet is really, as much as it's about, you know, a full body, it's about your feet. Because some of us really have some feet issues, okay? You gotta work your feet. And some of us, that's the last thing you wanna do, because it's, you have pressure points that's overworked, you have corns, calluses, toes going every which way. All the more you gotta work your feet. We're moving from heels to the midfoot. We're pressing, we're turning. See that pivot? See that pivot? That pivot is a big deal. So I'm hip hinged, my rib cage is up, drop your shoulders. You're pivoting, you're pressing into the ball of the foot. The heel is up. Now go ahead and put your heel down as you turn your arms, your upper body all the way around. Your elbows are bent until you get all the way. Once you've gotten all the way, then you reach those hands out. Your heel is down. It is going to make you use your calf, your Achilles, your ankle. So different once you plant the heel. I'm turned here, so I'm hoping that you can see my feet. Okay, so now I'm going to pivot on the other side. Drop your shoulders, open your hands just like this, and just do a big hug, okay? Because we're doing some intense moves here, all right? Drop your shoulders when you reach to give yourself a hug. Drop your shoulders, big deal, okay? Hip hinge, and when I say hip hinge, anytime I say hip hinge, that means shine your taillights. That means rib cage up. That means chin is tucked, okay? Now, elbows are soft. I'm gonna turn. I'm gonna come the other way, so go opposite of what you just did. See how I'm turning on that toe? Okay, when I get around here now, I'm gonna say, put your heel down. But when you put your heel down, put your shoulders down. Now you're in the move. Now you're gonna reach. And your heel is down and you're maintaining balance, okay? Breath in through the nose, breath in through the nose, and bring it back around, come out of that. Yeah, okay, side step like that, side step like that. Okay, now we did this in the warm-up, right? We did this kind of ambulation on this little pad, but now we're going to go sideways. See, I'm going to go right here. I have my chair right here, and I'm just gonna stand up, bring this leg up here like that. See that? See that? Okay, this is a big deal because I'm going to have you swing your leg. So get yourself situated so that you can, either with a bar, a wall, a chair, and you can step to the side. See how I'm going to the side? And I'm doing this swing to the side. And I'm on my foot, on the pillow. Okay, this kind of swinging, free, open chain, swinging is a really important move to not go too far, okay? So this is my intact hip. I'm just gonna swing. So this kind of move has much more to do with your gluteal and your lower back, okay? Because my rib cage is very much lifted and I'm swinging with my toe forward and back. And then I'm going to step down, and I'm going to step down, and I'm going to do the other side. And you're going to feel the pressure, the usage of your back change when you do that. So here I am. Adjust your chair. So I'm going to put all my weight, bring my hips up to level here. That's why I'm standing up. And then I keep this leg out here and I'm swinging. See that? Keep my toes up. Tight tummy. Breath in through the nose. I'm not going fast, but I'm going steadily. Okay, this kind of a free open chain work is giving your hip much more range. This is my replace tip. Okay, you don't go back super far. It's not huge movement. It's a different movement than you're used to feeling through your day as you're walking around. You don't do this generally, right? It's a good move to put in. So now I really loaded this, all right? And this side because of how you're using your back side to side. Step down, step down. Now we're ready to deep dive. See that? Then come back, okay? Drop your chin, drop your shoulders. I'm gonna bring my elbows up. Sorry about that. I'm gonna bring my elbows up just into this, just like this. As I'm standing here, take a big deep breath, and I'm gonna dive. See that? Then I'm gonna come up, pull this arm back. Okay, this arm is right here. A deep dive. Touch the pad right there. Come up and just take that elbow back. Drop your shoulders. Breath in through your nose. I know, that's why I said it, I know. We get a little sluggy, don't we, through a vacation. That's why I keep telling you to drop your shoulders. I know, because you bring them up. Every time you do these moves, and I'm doing some big moves with your shoulders, that you don't realize how much tension that you, every moment, you bring to your mobility, your ambulation. Every time, you're always like this. So I'm saying, be aware how much tension you're doing. So this is a good way. So I'm right here, I'm wide. I'm gonna go deep dive. See that? If I just go like this, then I don't get that extra movement. Careful with shoulders. You don't have to go up high, but I'm gonna bring it around. See that? I'm gonna deep dive. Hip back, all the way down. Keep your chin tucked, come all the way down, and then come back up. One, and then the other. One elbow back, then the other elbow back. Don't go too high with your elbow. Keep it right at, see, I'm bringing my thumb right here to my shoulders. I should label this is Kay's workout. I had to shout that out there because this is what you need to be doing, okay? And if you have any shoulder issues, you see how my thumb is right here? Yeah, my knees are soft, my butt's pushing back, my rib cage is up, and I just did a deep dive and I came up into this move. So I'm gonna do a few of these little elbow back moves, okay? And you go back so far that you can get your thumb almost at your armpit. That's what we're looking for. Now, we're gonna do another deep dive. We're gonna add one more movement when we go into that one for the next one. Are you ready? So here I go. Deep dive. See that? Dive, 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 dive. Go into your heels. Press into your heels and then come back up. Just like that. Drop your shoulders. Okay? Now, see how I'm putting one elbow back and I'm putting one arm straight? See that? I want you to take your chin and put it over the shoulder that is reaching. Okay, now, surely as I said that, some of you little slugs out there, some of you are going to do this. See, I don't want you to tilt your head. I want you to move your chin level, like you're gonna go over your shoulder here. Your elbows back, knees are soft. Breathe in through the nose, push into the hip, like a modified hip hinge, just a very gentle hip hinge. My hands are under my chin, okay, that's important. Drop your shoulders, elbow goes back, and bring that chin over the shoulder that's reaching. Okay, here we go. Breathe in through the nose, bring the chin over the shoulder that's reaching. Do not tilt your head. Bring that chin over, keep your elbows right at that level. Of course, anytime you get, if this is pushing you, if you've had a shoulder issue, whatever, do it lower. Don't just think that's something I can't do. My goal in doing any of these classes is to get you functional so that you can just move the way we're supposed to move functionally. So if having the hands here is too much, drop them down. Same thing with alignment though. Drop your shoulders, rib cage up, you're rotating, just drop it lower. And then if you can come to the armpit level, see, do that. But you see, I'm trying to keep you engaged in this kind of a shoulder, chest, upper back, neck, mobility training as long as I can. So some of you are out there like, I know Kathy's counting these. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to keep you up here for a bit. Okay, I didn't say how many. Okay, 2 more. Here we go. Look at my chin. See, I want to keep that chin going over that shoulder. Keep that chin going over that shoulder. Breath in through the nose. Okay, that was 2, I think. All right, I forgot how to count while we were gone. Okay, pendulum. Yes, we're going to do pendulums 2 ways. We're going to go this way. All right, keep your chin tucked. So see, when I go into this position, the minute I do that, many of us want to do this. Okay, that puts a constant strain on those discs. We will do those moves as a way of mobility or stretching, but not now. I want to strengthen your neck muscles. So keep your chin tucked as you do this pendulum swing. I'm sitting into my heels. I'm hip hinging. I'm keeping my chin tucked the whole way I'm doing this now. I have gravity being kind of my weight factor for my neck muscles. Take a breath. Take a breath. Set into your heels. Set into your heels. Yay. Okay. Now I'm going to do a pendulum this way. So this is Marilyn's favorite. Marilyn, you better be doing this. So in order to do it though, I'm going to use my pad again. I'm going to have one foot on the pad. This is going to be a split stance. And I'm going to have one foot behind. Okay. Then I'm going to do my pendulum swing. So the foot that is on the pad, you want it to be on all 4 corners. Don't press more into the front or into the heel. I want it to be all 4 corner pressing. That means straight down. Okay. You may think, why is she taking the time to tell me how to press on my foot? Because it matters. All right. So I'm bent knee. I'm split stance. Let me tell you, if this is causing you to be off balance a lot, instead of immediately going to your chair, I would rather you widen your base. See that? Do not turn your foot. Not yet. We'll do that, but not now. Then I'm going to do this pendulum. And as I do this pendulum, I'm going to say rib cage up. Because as you do this pendulum with a bent knee here, this is going to give you a balance challenge. Yeah, and I want you to go all the way, look, and come here, look. If that gets you off, just look straight forward. I would rather you do that and go ahead and get a good open pendulum swing as you're holding your stance. That front foot is all four corners. Remember that. Say rib cage up. Yeah, we're going to stay doing this for just a minute. Okay. Breath in through the nose. Drop your shoulders. Drop your shoulders. Tight tummy. Tight tummy. Tight tummy. The back leg is straight. The front knee is bent, not the back leg. Okay. And then down. Now come back. Take a big deep breath. Now turn that back leg that way. Okay. Do not lock this knee. Turn it that way. Take a breath. In through the nose, out through the nose if possible. Then you come back in. We're not going to do this other one yet. All right. We're going to change. We'll turn the other foot in just a minute. Okay. I'm straight on with my foot on my pad. My rib cage is up. Now think about your back leg. Yeah, go back as far as you feel you can. But if you're starting to get wonky, the minute you start doing the arm swing, widen your base. See? Widen it. Toe is straight. Don't turn the toe. Then start your arm swing. And you can hesitate at the top if you want. If it's throwing you too much, that's okay. Keep your chin tucked, rib cage up. And when you feel you can, and you have your good, you're set. Your front knee is soft, pushing on all four corners of the foot, and the back leg definitely straight. And your foot is not turned in or out, it's straight on. Keep your shoulders down. Pretend I'm right there with you, because your shoulders are going to come up. I'm just telling you this. You're going to want to bend that back knee. Don't do it. Okay, keep it going. Breath in through the nose. Breath in through the nose. Keep your shoulders down. Yeah, hold your position. You're going to want to, it's going to push you every which way. Okay, remember, don't go up so high if you're having a problem with it. Okay, couple more, we're there. Tight tummy, yes. Big breath into the nose, yes. Keep that back leg straight. Hang on, and good. Okay, now come off of there and turn the back leg out, okay? It's amazing, that little turnout after you've really held your position. Whoa, it gives it an immediate release. Feels so good, okay? So, do you see how I'm doing right now? Bending, straightening. Bending, straightening. See that? This is a very good thing to remember. This little move right here. Oh my goodness. And then if you put a toe lift to that, and you're pushing your butt back, and the whole thing is predicated on keeping your back in neutral. All right. And you say, wow, how do you do that? Rib cage up, shoulders down. Yes. See how I'm coming back and forth? Yeah, and then pull that toe up. Yeah. Bent knee, come back. Okay. So for anybody that's just had a knee replaced, Kathy, this is a big deal. Use a chair. That's one thing. And just do it minimally. See this? Because what we want is functional moving. Right, that's what we want. Breath into the nose. Yeah. So see, I'm just doing this little motion. Straightening the leg, bending the leg. Okay? Straightening here, bending here. When I bend here, I push my butt back a little. Rib cage is up. Okay. The act of just doing this move, okay, in an upright, neutral position, so beneficial. You can take deep breaths. It helps you rewire the joint in the hip gets to really recover, gets to set into that joint appropriately. We've done a lot of shoulder mobilities, and now I'm going to do some more. So here I go. Shoulders coming to the ear. That's it. Shoulders coming to the ear. I'm doing the very same thing down here as I keep my rib cage up. Okay, this little tiny motion that I'm doing, if you're holding it in this position and you're holding a neutral posture with your rib cage up, your back is extended, and this little motion, whoa, your back extensor should start talking to you. And that should tell you too that, oh my goodness, I better pay attention to keeping my back extended through my day because I'm getting tired. I know it. So anybody with arthritis, this is a move for you. I'm telling you, osteoporosis, joint replacements, this is a move for you. Get really good at it and do it. Okay, so I started just a while ago talking about, okay, step out of that. Take a big deep breath. Yes, through your nose. Yes. Now, we're going to do this move. We've done this move a lot. This is a classic move and one of your foundational moves for mobility. However, we're getting back on track in this new year, and we're really going to work on our balance situation, especially on Wednesdays. I'm going to step on my little pad. Yeah. You see it's about a foot back from my chair. Okay. So I'm on there with bare feet. I'm going to squeeze my butt first. Drop my shoulders. Yes. Then the minute I start to push back, you're going to release here, but this whole area really, really has to work properly because I'm going to push my butt back. I'm going to put my hands on this chair. I'm 2 inches higher on this little pad. Step as wide as you can on the pad. Push your hips back. Sorry about that. Woo. And I will come right back in just a moment. Okay. Tight tummy, tight tummy, tight tummy. Here we go. Push the hips back. Keep my chin tucked. Put my hands right here. I'm going to reach. But here's what you're not going to do. You're not going to take your shoulders out of the lineup, okay? You're staying right in the line. In other words, I'm not going like this. As you sit back into this, the pillow, as you're sitting back into the heels, keeping your chin tucked, you reach your hands as far as they will go, but sit back into your heels. It's kind of a push-pull situation here, okay? Push into your heels, and you're pushing back on your hip while you're pulling forward with your shoulders and hands. It's just that you're not leaning out to do this. Stay in the move, take a big breath, keep your chin tucked, come down just a little more, reach with your hands, reach with your hands, reach with your hands, push back with your butt into the heels. Then you come up and you come up. That should have got your attention right here, right here. Right here. Yes, we're going to do it a couple of more times. Before we do it, step back, reach to the side. We've already practiced this one, right? Step back, reach to the side. Yes. Step right in here. Are you ready? Here's the deal. This is a mobility work today. Big time for feet. Huge. I've done a lot of work with you today with your shoulders and your back extensors, just in keeping them in neutral plane. Extended. Very important for you to stay extended when you do this move. We're going to do it another once or twice. I'm on my little pillow. I'm going to push my butt back. I'm going to push into the heels. My hands are in the chair. And again, it's a push-pull situation. Keep your chin tucked. Don't lift your neck. Keep your chin tucked. Okay, push hard into your heels. Hard into your heels as you're pulling with your hands. Don't lean forward. Push into your heels as you're leaning and you're pulling forward. So it's a push back here and it's a pull with your hands. Push, pull, push, pull, push, pull. Stay into the heels, into the heels. Keep your chin tucked. Come down just a little lower. Come down just a little lower. Breath, breath, breath. And come back up. Take a big breath. Step off. Take one hand, I don't care which. Bring it over your head and grab your little ear here, okay? And I'm gonna cross over my stability leg, okay? So here's the elbow. That leg crosses over in front. Drop your shoulders and then come back. See, my pillow is right there in front. I'm using it as my little target. So what am I going to do? Take the other hand, reach it over my head, grab my ear, okay? Tight tummy, yeah? Drop your shoulders, yes. Soften your knee, step across. Then you can go ahead and put your foot on the ground, but your back leg is straight. Your back leg is straight, not locked, straight. Take a big deep breath. See, I'm hanging onto my ear here. See, my elbow's up here, but I'm leaning my forearm on my head. So those of you who have shoulder issues, which I know there's a lot of you out there, this is a great move because you get an assist. See that? Then I undo my arm. I bring it back. Oh, take a big deep breath. Yes. Then I'm going to step onto the pad again. Now we're going to get down to our last couple moves and we're going to go into the heels. Okay. So these pads make this work so much better, especially with barefoot, because you don't want to hurt your feet while you're doing this. And then think about your shoe wear. It's a big deal. Okay, so what am I doing? I got my hand here gently. My tummy's in, my shoulders are down. I'm breathing deep into my nose. I'm dropping my heel until it touches. And I'm almost pulling my toes up. See, this knee is bent. This knee is straight. Whoa. You should be feeling a stretch coming up through the calf. Pull the toe up now. Pull the toe up like it's going to come into your shin. Yes, that's the trick. Then come back up. Breath in through the nose. Drop the other heel. Bend this knee now. Drop the heel. Okay, now pull the toe up on this leg. Pull it back like it's going to hit your shin. Okay? So in my travels, as I'm doing my last moves, I want you to hold this. I want you to pull that toe up. You should feel a stretch right now in the calf, in the Achilles, all the way down. Okay? And then switch to the other side. So in my travels, I met two of the nicest ladies, just super people. It kind of restores your faith in humanity when somebody actually strikes up a conversation with you. So knee bent, knee straight. Now pull the toe. Yeah, shouldn't be quite as tight. I know, it works like magic. But it's not magic, of course. Anyway, I digress. Nicest women. One was like 83, 84, super sharp lady. And you know what she said? You know, you talk about what you do and all that, and you get around to this is something I do. She's in a senior village in Phoenix. And she said, as I was talking about, you know, the premise of my class, see, one more time. So you should be noticing that you're not as tight. Okay. Pull that toe up. Yeah. Okay. One more time. Breathe in through the nose. She said, she looked at me as we were leaving. She goes, keep doing what you're doing. It's so needed. And I said, well, I will. I'll just keep doing it as long as they check in with me. Okay. So I can tell you my calves are tight. I've done these 3 times now, and it's not nearly as tight as when I first did it. Okay. That's the point. Take a big deep breath, go into a Y. Okay. Just like that. You can do a low Y. That's fine. Just a Y. Then turn your hands and go into a T. And then just pull those in again as you turn it again and come into a W. So when you come into a W, ask yourself, could I bring my hands up and tap my shoulders? See, that's a little test. So that may be one of our goals. So if you're doing this and you bring your hands up and you can't quite get your hand to your shoulder, which this one's more tight for me, that's a good goal. Rib cage up, okay, shoulders down, W, see? And then when I bring my hands in, try to get your hands so that your thumb or your hand can touch your deltoid, your shoulder, okay? This one is more tight for me. And I'm gonna keep working on that because that's just a functional move. Take a big deep breath, step over, just a tap, step over a tap, step over a tap, step over a tap. Do some of those. So one of my goals, I'll tell you, is I've got 2 sets of stairs in my house. You may have stairs in your complex or wherever. Even if you have 2, that's okay. Well, I did 3 flights up and down before we came on this morning. So I'm going to do that every day and then add to it. So I think everybody did really good, and we're going to check out of here.